Hello, hope you're all well and doing okay. We're on to our Thursday night advanced salsa night, so we're going to get stuck straight in. We'll start with a couple of basic steps: 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Our first step this week is going to be a men's right turn. As we do the men's right turn, we're going to do a hand swap to a left to left hold. We're going to finish our right turn. We're going to bring ourselves round into an arm lock. Ladies, make sure that you keep that hook in your fingers so as we don't let go of your hand. And men, make sure that you're keeping hold of her hand as you're winding yourself around. And we're going to put our right hand, we're going to keep it down low. We're going to push the back of our right hand into the lady's hand, and then we're going to bring it up in the air. We're going to let go then with our left hand. And when we let go with this hand, make sure that for ladies, when we're pushing against your arm here, that you're pushing gently back against our hand so as we're not losing a connection. For men, as we step back on count 5, we're going to bring our arm right up in the air, and as we do that, we're going to start bringing our hand closer towards the lady's hand. Then we're going to go around in a big circle, and as we step forward, we're going to drop the hand down. We're going to catch our hand at the bottom of that arc, and then as we take our third step forward, we're going to bring our hand back up in the air, and we're going to finish with our hand up in the air, just fingertips to fingertips, and ladies with that hook in your fingers still, so as we've still got a good connection. So that's our first move. So we're doing the men's right turn. We're swapping hands left to left on 1, spinning around on 2, keeping our arm down. We're keeping hold of the lady's arm behind our back. Make sure that you don't let go of the man's hand. We're then pushing up as we step back on 5, dropping down on count 6 as we step forward, stepping forward and bringing our arm back up on count 7. We're then going to go straight into a men's right lasso, but we're just going to turn under our hand. Normally we would bring our arm up in the air because it's already up. Just going to use it like a little archway. We're going to step forward on count 1, start turning. We're going to turn around half a turn and step across to the side on 2 and 3. In fact, we're going to come around about 3/4 of a turn. We're going to drop our arm down so as we're indicating a pivot turn. So ladies' arm should be forward and around about shoulder height. We're then going to lead forward on count 4. Ladies are stepping forward on your left foot, men back onto our right foot on 5. And then we're going to use a whipping motion to turn our partner around and wrap her arm around in front of her waist rather than bringing it up over her head. So, there was quite a lot there. Let's do all that again from here. So we're starting with our arm up in the air for the second move. We're turning underneath our arm. We're doing a right lasso step. 1, 2 and 3. We're dropping the hand down a little bit, and then as we're going to pull straight forward on 5 and then carry on dropping the arm right down the waist height as the lady pivots around in 2/3 of a pivot, and we're stopping her facing away from us in this direction. She's going to be trying to finish her pivot off, so she's going to kind of be turning a little bit on count 1 as we step forward. So let's try putting those two moves together. I'll do it really slow. Start off with, so we're starting with the basic step. 1, 2, 3, back on 5, 6, 7. We're going into our men's right turn, swapping hands on 1, 2, 3. Step back as the arm goes up. 6, 7. The arm goes up again. Under the arm on 1, 2, and 3. We're dropping the hand down. Whip round 6, 7. And forward on count 1. And let's do that one more time in the other direction. So we go in this direction this time. 1 basic, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. Men's right turn. 1, 3, up, down, up. Lasso, 2, 3, put down 6, 7, and forward for both of us on count 1. That's great. So let's try that out to a slow bit of music and see how that goes. So 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. Basic step. 1, 2, 3. Men's right turn, hand swap. 1, up, down, up, 2. Wrap round. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Basic 1. And again, right turn. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
Está pasando la salsa y el Guayacán. Está pasando la salsa y el Guayacán. Está pasando la salsa y el Guayacán. Manito, no se deje caer. Está pasando la salsa y el Guayacán. No se atormente por ese huracán. Ahí va Manolo con su vida normal, sin aparatos y a tiempo real. Gusta de playas y las olas del mar, allá en la orillita contemplando el soñar, soñando y a la vez despierto.
Okay, so on to part 2 already. We're starting in that facing away position here, and on 1, 2, and 3, we're just going to be turning our partner around towards us, which is a part of a move that we do quite a lot. So we're stepping forward. We're allowing her to rotate round on count 1. Make sure for men your right arm comes forward with her, and then we're going to turn around just by pulling back on her arm on 2 and 3. We're going to lift our right hand, lady's left hand up on count 3, and then we're going to put her into a couple of right spins. So before we go into the right spins, let's go through right spin footwork. And so we'll do it around in this direction. So for ladies, you're doing the first half of turn on 1, 2, 3. So in fact, I'll start going in this direction, because you're doing that first turn, the half spin on 1, 2, and 3. And as you do that, you're going to stay on your left foot. You're kind of coming forward on your right foot, but twisting round, pushing into the floor a little bit with your left foot. Use your shoulders to spin round on your left foot, and then feet together on count 3. So that's the first 1, 2, 3. Let's do that again. So you're coming forward 1, spinning on your left foot on 2. Placing your right foot down on count 3. When you place your right foot down, place it down on the ball of your foot. So rather than placing your whole foot down, place it on the ball of your foot. Then when we push round, all we're going to do is we're going to push on count 4. You can give yourself a little bit of a push with your left foot, spinning on your right foot and spin all the way around on 5, and then drop your right foot down again. So let's just try that, just a single spin. So we're turning on 1, 2 and 3. We're going to give ourselves a little push on 4 and spin round on 5, placing our foot back down on count 6. So 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, push, 5, 7. Let's do that one more time. Here. So 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, push, 5, 6, 7, and back on 1, 2, and 3. So when it comes to the double spin, after we've done the first half turn on 1, 2, and 3, we're giving ourselves that little bit of a push. But also make sure that you're rotating with your shoulders. When you've not got somebody turning you around, it's a really good idea to use your upper body as much as you can to turn, rather than just pushing off. If you push too hard with your foot, it'll just put you off balance. So after we've done our first spin, we're placing our foot back down and then just doing the second spin in exactly the same way. So we just push and stop, push and stop. So putting all that together, when we're in this position, the important part is making sure that we come round into the right position on count 3. So for this, to make it nice and simple, we're just coming forward, pushing around, planting our foot on 3, giving ourselves an extra little push, 4, 5, 6, 7, and just keeping our foot in that position, because we can just keep pushing ourselves around. Getting that balance might take a little while to perfect. Let's see how you get on with it. So let's go from that position. So we're starting here, and I'm going to talk men through the lead for the double right spin as well as we go. So we're bringing our arm forward as the lady turns on 1. We're spinning around towards us, gentle pull round on 2 and 3. As I lift my hand up, so I'm in that kind of gun position. I'm lifting my hand up, keeping the lady's hook with my fingers in the hook, and I'm actually going to turn my hand over a little bit there. I'm then pushing on count 4, taking a back step as she spins around on 5, turning my hand over again. Oh, there goes Pip. See you, Pip. Before you want to go out in the garden. Turning my hand over and then pushing again on count 6, and she's doing the last spin on count 7. So putting all that together, it's really difficult to do it in slow motion, sorry Lucy. She's spinning around 1, 2, 3, push, spin, and 1, 2, and 3, and a little bit of wobble. So that's it's very hard as you're doing it slow, but it's important to practice it slow, because that will be what helps you with your balance as you're going a little bit faster. So let's try it a little bit faster. It's up to men as well. Make sure that when you're spinning around, if she does go off a little bit off balance, make sure your hand is kind of solidly there and you're drawing those little circles, but you've got a really good kind of anchor. So as if she does go a bit off balance, she can just kind of hang on. But ladies as well, make sure as well though that you're not actually gripping the other person's hand. It should be just for men, we should be keeping our fingers in the hook of the lady's fingers, but not actually gripping. So let's try it. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, push, spin, and 1, 2, and 3. And let's try it one more time in the other direction, from the facing away position. So 5, 6, 7, and 1, 3, push, spin, and 1, 2, 3. There's various different things for ladies that you can do with your feet for a double spin. That's kind of the LA kind of prep. There's all sorts of other things, and we'll come on to maybe some of them at a different time, but for the time being we'll just go with the easy one, which is just planting your foot down on count 3 and making sure that your body weight is over that foot, so that when you spin you're not going kind of too far out of balance. So let's try it from the top so far. In fact, let's go around this way, keep it even. And we're going to start from the top, so we're going to do a basic 5, 6, 7 and 1, 3. Men's right turn with the arms sliding. 1, 3, up, down, up, lasso. 1, 3, pivot. 5, 6, 7, half a spin. 2, 3, push, spin, spin. 1, 2, 3. We'll do another basic, and we go from this way. Same thing from the top, right turn. 1, 3, up, down, up, lasso. 2, 3, pivot, 6, 7, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Brilliant. Okay, so we come up with move number 4. For move number 4, we're going to do a bit of an unusual move. We're going to do a men's right turn on 1, 2, and 3. This time we're going to do a hand swap. So as we do a turn, we're just coming around to a normal right to right hand. But when we do that, when we come around to a right to right after a men's right turn, we end up in this kind of awkward upside down position, but that's okay. On count 5, ladies are going to step forward, we're going to step back. As she steps forward though, we're going to bring our hand across to our left, and we want to pull her forward, very gently pull her forward on count 5 to let her know that we're about to put her into some sort of turn. So we're winding her up to her right on count 5, and then we're going to kind of whip her hand across to the other side and drop it right down. Lady's going to go into a pivot turn. It's going to come right around to here, and we're going to stop her on her shoulder so she doesn't finish her pivot turn. Normally she'd come right the way around and finish with an extra half turn, but we're going to stop her on her shoulder here, and we're still going to be standing in front of her. Now again, normally as well for ladies, if you're doing a half pivot or a 2/3 of a pivot and we stop you, normally you'd go forward on count 1, 2 and 3, but for men we're stopping the lady here with a hand gently on her shoulder. We're going to stop her whole body, so we want to stop her on the shoulder and with the hip, our right hand on her hip here as well. We're going to stop her there and then gently lead back on count 1, 2 and 3. So that's quite an unusual move, so let's do that again. I'll back up this way a little bit. So we start with the men's right turn and the hand change, so we're going to turn 1, 2, 3, arm across on 5, down and push back 1, 2 and 3. Hopefully that made sense. So let's try that in the other direction. So straight into our turn again. Men's right, 5, 6, 7 and 1, 2, 3. Arm across, down, 7 and back on 1, 2 and 3. Now you might have noticed when I did the men's right turn, I made sure that I positioned myself after my turn a little bit further back than normal. So make sure that you're a little bit further back. If you turn and you end up really close as you finish your turn, it's really difficult to do then the second part of the move. So that was that. Let's try that from the top again, right the way through. So we're doing now 4 moves. We'll do a basic first, 5, 6, 7 and 1, 2, 3. So men's right turn first with a hand change, arm lock, up, down, up, lasso 1, 3, whip round, 6, 7, half a turn, double spin. Men's turn again with a hand change, 6, 7 and back step on 1, 2 and 3. And Pip's coming through again. And we'll do that one more time in the other direction. I think Pip wants to dance this time, but he'll probably go to his bed in eventually. But there he goes. Let's try that again. Did we start in this direction last time? No. Okay, we're going to do it in this direction, even if you don't. I can't remember which way around we should be. Let's try it out. One basic, 5, 6, 7 and 1, 3. So men's right turn, left to left first. 1, 3, up, down, up, lasso. 1, 2, 3, wrap round, 6, 7, double spin. 2, 3, push, spin, spin. Men's turn again, right to right, arm down, capture and back, 2 and 3. 5, 6, 7, 1. Oh, that's not right time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. Right turn, left to left. Up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. Right turn, right to right, down. 1, 2, 3. Brilliant, let's try it again in this direction. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. Right, left to left, right turn. Up, down, up. Right lasso, wrap round. Half a spin, a double. Right to right. Arm down. Back 2 and 3.
Tengo frío, no quiero quedarme dentro. Fuiste al río a caminar. No te veo, te alejaste mucho tiempo. Me haces falta al respirar. Pero creo que de mí te estás riendo. Qué lejos te fuiste de mí, no te acordarás. Ay, mi María, dame inspiración, dame tu canto y quítame el dolor. Quítame esta pena, esta penita de amor que me mata y me condena. Se me oprime el corazón, ven y quítame el dolor. Ay, mi María, dame inspiración, dame tu canto y quítame el dolor. Yo solo quiero tus besos, intentarlo una vez más, esta vez con sentimiento. Mira que mucho lo siento, sufrir esta realidad. Ay, mi María, María ven, dame inspiración. Ay, mi María, dame tu canto. Ay, le, quítame el dolor. Por eso yo te pido, quítame el dolor. Escúchame, ya no queda nada en nuestra madrugada. El vaso frío se derramó. Por eso yo te pido, quítame el dolor. Deja que ahora crezca esta nueva ilusión con el coro de mi canción. Por eso yo te pido, quítame el dolor. Quítame esta pena de amor, María.
Okay, so part 3 of 4. We've just done, so we was in our right to right hold, we did the right turn into the right to right hold, and we turned our partner around on 5, 6 and 7. Now when you've done that move, you need to make sure that there's a little bit of space behind you wherever you're dancing. So hopefully you're not in too tight a space. Because the next move that we're going to do is we're going to do a reverse pivot turn, but we're going to do it in this direction. So if you've already if you've taken really huge steps and you're already here, it's going to be really, well, it's going to be impossible to do the move. So if I do the move from here, first of all, we're catching the lady's shoulder, and I've already said that we've got to lead her back on count 1 because she would naturally come forward. So we're going to lead her back on 1. We're going to go into crossbody lead position, so we're going to just step across to the side. Then what we're going to do is with our right hand that's on the lady's hand behind the back, we're going to push her forward and drop that hand down. So we're going to make a kind of a backward C shape with that. So we're going to push forward, drop this hand down. We're then going to lift the arm up, but as we start lifting it up, we're going to swap hands to our left hand, and we're just going to bring it up to shoulder height. We're going to turn around with her, and we're going to come all the way around and put her into a shoulder wrap. So in this position. So I'll do that in the other direction. So if we go from our, we're starting from a right to right arm lock, so men's right hand on the lady's right hand behind the back. We've got our left hand on her shoulder. We're stepping forward and going into the crossbody lead position. We're leading her back. 1, 2, and 3. We're pushing the hand forward and down, swapping as she comes past, and then stepping round into this position on count 7. So we're side on, but just at the side with the hand around the neck. So let's just try that another couple of times. So from here again. So 5, 6, 7, lead back. 1, 2, 3, push, gently lift the hand up and swap. You've got to remember to do that swap as it's coming past. Let's do it one more time in this direction. 5, 6, 7, and 2, 3, push down, back up, and 1, 2, and 3. So my footwork here, if you could stay there for a second, my footwork here, I'm kind of stepping across to the side on 1, 2, and 3. Or can you come back to where you were? So you're finishing about here. Men's footsteps is going to be 1, 2, and 3, we're getting out of the way. We're leading her around, and we're just kind of stepping back a little bit on a diagonal, and then we're just stepping back and just turning around so as we're in the same direction. But other than that, we're not really turning and finishing here. So let's just try adding that on to the top before I go on to move number 6. So 1 basic, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. Men's right, left to left. 1, 2, 3. Up, down, up, lasso. 1, 2, 3. And a pivot, 6, 7, double spin. 2, 3. Slow spin, slow spin. Men's right, right to right, across and down, lead back. And 2, 3. Push down, lift the hand up, and 1, 2, and 3. So you do travel quite a lot on this little routine. Let's go from here. So you can just move across very slightly. So what we're going to do now is a fairly simple move. We want to just change sides with our partner. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a back step. As we take that back step with our right hand, we want to pick up her spare hand, which is the left hand, with our right hand. We're doing that as we step back on 1. We want to take a slightly bigger step back than she does. Then, as she's stepping forward on 2 and 3, I'm going to give her a little, only a small one, but just a little bit of a push. 2 and 3, I'm kind of stepping across in front, or behind her, sorry. I'm going to give her a little push forward on 5, and then I'm going to pull her back to my side on 6 and 7. So I've travelled around and we're back to our normal kind of side on cuddle position. So let's try that. Where did we start that from? So we was in the neck wrap position. So if we come round, if we lead our partner across to our side here, or on this hand, men's left hand behind the lady's neck, and the lady's right hand across in front of your shoulder. So we've got our right hand free, ladies have got your left hand free. We're doing a back step on 1. 5, 6, 7, back step. 1, 2, 3, push forward and back. So we just travel around behind a fairly straightforward move, and this is the position that we want to be in as we finish the move. So again, let's try it from the top, all the way through. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. Right, left to left, right turn. 1, 2, 3. Up, down, up, lasso. 1 and 3, wrap round. 6, 7, double spin. 5, 7, men's right, right to right. Arm across. 7, push back. And 2, 3, reverse turn. Back step, and lead her across and round, and 1, 2, and 3. So 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Right turn number 1. 1, 5, 6, 7, lasso. Right round, double spin. 1, 5, 7, right turn number 2. 5, 6, 7, back step. 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, and 1. And we'll do it one more time in the other direction. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. Basic step. Men's right turn. 5, 6, 7, lasso. Right round, double spin. 1, 5, 7, men's turn. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1. so we're coming on to the last part of the advanced class already, and we're starting that last part in that cuddle position. So if you go to the cuddle position, men lift your left hand up, lead your partner across to the side, and I'm going to turn around so as I'm facing the camera again, and so you can see what I'm doing. So we're coming around into this two-handed hold, but what we actually want is just a single hand hold, so we're not going to use our left hand, we're not going to wave with it or scratch our head with it either, but we're going to let go with our left hand. And on 1, 2 and 3, normally we'd just be doing a back step, 1, 2, 3. But what we're going to do for this is that as our partner steps back on count 1, we're going to put her into a hook turn. And ladies, you don't want to be trying to do a hook turn with your feet, but as you step back, for men, we're going to turn around. So as she's going back, we're just going to turn with our right hand that's around her waist. We're going to turn her in a circle, obviously. And so as she's stepping back, 1, 2, 3. And I'm turning, so if Lucy's here, I'm turning her hand round and then coming forward at the end of that kind of motion. So I want to bring her right the way around her waist, even though she's turning with it. I want to imagine that I'm doing a circle around her body and then bringing it forward. So 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, and 3. So my footsteps are going to be like this. I'm doing a back step on 1. I'm starting to turn, and then I'm turning towards my partner on 2 and taking a big step forward and bringing her arm forward on count 3. So as ladies are here, and your hand's going to be, as you're going back, your hand's coming around, so you're kind of on the spot, it's going to be coming forward. So if I can demonstrate that again with Lucy. So as she steps back, I'm starting to turn her as I step back, 1. I'm then carrying on turning her as I kind of step forward and bringing her arm forward here. And I want to make sure that I'm well in front. If I stay on the spot, it's going to be really awkward and uncomfortable to teach the next part of the move. If I'm here, it's much more, much easier to teach the next part of the move. The next part of the move is just going to be a free pivot turn. So I'm going to lead Lucy forward on count 4. I'm going to keep my hand at waist height. I'm going to do a back step, 5, and then I'm just going to gently, like throwing a frisbee, I'm going to let go of her hand and kind of spin her to the left. So again, from here, we're on count 3. On count 4, we're pulling forward, we're stepping 5, turn, and 7. If we do that in the right direction for you, so from here it's going to look like this: 5, 6, 7, and turn, 2, 3, forward, and turn to the left. 1, 2, 3. It's really important when we do a free pivot for ladies not to grip the man's hand with your thumb, and especially when you're spinning around on the spot, you're likely to want to hang on to the other person's hands. But the way to do that is to just keep a really good connection with the hook in your fingers rather than your thumbs or any gripping or anything like that. The reason for that is when we kind of let go of your hand, if it's not really easy to let go, it will just kind of pull you out, it will pull you off balance, completely off balance. So make sure that that's a nice easy open grip. And we'll try that one more time. In fact, let's go around in the other direction so you can see Lucy's footsteps a little bit easier. 5, 6, 7, and turn, forward, and spin to the left. So ladies are doing a pivot turn around to the left. And as an optional extra, we can add in a men's turn as well. So we're going to step back as we're turning on 1, 2, 3. We can lead forward and do a hook round to the right, 5, 6, and 7, or a step turn round to the right on 5, 6, and 7 to finish the move. Let's add that on to what we've got so far. We're going right through from the top. And I'll go really slowly. 5, 6, 7, basic step. 1, 2, 3. Men's turn left to left first. 1, 2, 3. Arm up, down, and up. Lasso. 1, 2, 3. Wrap down. 5, 6, 7. Double right spin. 5, 7. 1, 2, 3. Arm down. 6, 7, push back on 1, 2, 3, reverse pivot 5, 6, arm up, walk around, 2, 3, lead forward and back, turn on 1, 2, 3, and a pivot, and a men's turn, and 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Let's try that one more time in the other direction. Which way did we start there? Let's go in this direction. I think we're going the other way, I'm not sure. That's going to be a constant nuisance. But let's go from the top. 5, 6, 7, and 1. And men's right turn, left to left. 1, 3, up, down, up, lasso. 1, 2, 3. Round 6, 7, double spin. 2, 3, 5, 7. Men's right. 1, 3. Pivot turn, catch her on the shoulder and back, 2, 3, on down, 6, 7, walk around, 2, 3, 5, 7, spin on 1, 3, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Great stuff. Okay, so we're coming on to the last move, and I thought the last move that we'd do this week would be a shine. I know some of you don't like shines, but they are really good fun once you get into them. And I thought what I'd do is we'll just do a really nice easy shine, just to get you used to it. And as you may or may not know by now, we're going to be doing a shine, an extra shine on tomorrow night. So Friday night we're going to be doing a shine online for everybody to practice a new one. And so I thought I'd put this in at the end, so then if you practice the shine tomorrow, you can do this little routine and you can add the new shine on as well. So just for tonight though, what we'll do, just to sort of, in case there's some of you that don't really know how shines work, I thought I'd do a nice easy one, nice easy shine. And as we've finished our turns, I think we'll start off with a basic step. So what a shine is it's just some fancy footwork. In case anybody doesn't know, it's some fancy footwork. It's kind of showing off with a bit of fancy footwork rather than doing all the turn patterns and stuff. So at any point in time, the man might let go of the lady's hands and just start doing footwork on his own, and that's called shines. And the way we're going to do it is after we've finished our turns, just to get everybody used to it, we'll do a whole basic 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. In fact, no, I'm going to change that. Let's do a half basic 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do a hook turn. So we're going to turn 5, 6, and 7. So all we're doing with our feet for men is we're doing our first half basic 1, 2, bringing our left foot back on 3, and then we're going to turn. We want to use our upper body to turn mainly, and we're kind of putting our right foot back as we're turning, and then stepping around on the spot on 6 and 7, and then we're going to go forward. But what we're going to do is as we go forward, we're going to cross our feet over and we're going to do a Suzie Q step. So we're going to put our left foot in front of our right, we're going to take 3 steps across to the right on 1, 2 and 3, come up onto the balls of your feet if you can, and then we're going to bring our right foot over and do a Suzie Q in the opposite direction on 5, 6 and 7, and then we're going to go into a half basic on 1, 2 and 3. So that whole little thing, I'll go through lady steps in a second, but that whole little thing is going to be a half basic on 1, 2, 3, a hook turn 5, 6, 7, Suzie Q 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We're going to go forward on 1, 2 and 3 as we come out. So for ladies, what you're going to go through is you're going to do a whole basic first, and then you'll do a hook turn and a Suzie Q. So as you finish that pivot turn, with that free pivot, you're going to go into a whole basic 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Then you're going to do a hook turn on 1, 2, 3, a Suzie Q on 5, 6, 7. Finish the Suzie Q on 1, 2 and 3, step forward on 5, 6 and 7. Now, what we're going to try and do is go into a crossbody lead to finish, to get back into our open... No, forget that actually as well. We'll just go back to an open hold for now. Maybe we'll come back to a crossbody lead finish for next week. So let's do that one more time, and I'll do men's and ladies steps at the same time. So remember, men are doing a half basic, then we're doing our hook turn Suzie Q. Ladies are doing a whole basic hook turn Suzie Q. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, men's hook, 5, 6, 7, ladies hook, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and forward, and just pick up her hands. Make sure that you don't kind of pull her off balance so she's finishing her Suzie Q. It won't be very nice. So let's try that with the move before. So we go back to our cuddle position, and we'll do the free pivot and the men's hook turn, and then we're going to do a half basic into the last part. 5, 6, 7, hook turn, 1, 2, 3, free pivot, 5, 6, 7, half basic, 1, 2, 3, hook turn, 6, 7, Suzie Q, 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7, forward on 1, ask for her hands, and 5, 6, and 7. And we'll do that one more time in the other direction, and back to our cuddle position. Hook turn first, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, free pivot, 5, and 1, 2, 3, hook, 5, 6, 7, Suzie Q, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, forward on 1, 2, and 3, pick up 5, 6, 7, and 1. So that's the whole thing right the way through, and we'll try it now right the way through from the top. And I'll do it once in this direction, once in the other direction, and then we'll have a last piece of music as well, and then we can talk and chat. 5, 6, 7, basic step, 2, 3, men's right, left to left. 1, 3, up, down, up, lasso, 1, 2, 3, wrap round, 6, 7, double spin, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, men's right, pivot turn, 5, 6, 7, back, 2, 3, push down, swap hands, walk around, 2, 3, lead forward and back, hook turn, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, half a basic, and a hook turn, 5, 6, 7, Suzie Q, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 1, pick up, 5, 6, 7, basic step, 2, 3, one more time, right to right, left to left, and 5, 6, 7, lasso, 1, 3, right round, 6, 7, double spin, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, now double right to right even, it's getting late, and 1, 2, 3, reverse pivot, neck wrap, walk around, 5, 6, 7, turn on the spot, pivot turn, half a basic and a hook, 5, 6, 7, Suzie Q, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, ask for the lady's hands and pick up 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, men's right turn, up, down, up, 1, double spin, men's right turn, pivot turn, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, basic step, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, men's right turn, up, down, up, 1, 2, double spin, 5, 7, men's right turn, 6, 7, 1, 2,
De Alto Cedro voy para Marcané, llego a Puerto voy para Mayarín. De Alto Cedro voy para Marcané, llego a Puerto voy para Mayarín. De Alto Cedro voy para Marcané, llego a Puerto voy para Mayarín. El cariño que te tengo no te lo puedo negar. Se me sale la babita, yo no lo puedo evitar. Cuando Juanita y Chan Chan en el mar servían arena, como sacudí el jibe, a Chan Chan le daba pena. Limpia el camino de paja, que yo me quiero sentar en aquel tronco que veo y así no puedo llegar.
voy para Mayarín. De Alto Cedro voy para Marcané, llego a Puerto voy para Mayarín. De Alto Cedro voy para Marcané, llego a Puerto voy para Mayarín. De Alto Cedro voy para Marcané.